Old school RuneScape plugins completely change the way on how you think you should play the game. They truly transform your experience, and for some people, they won't play without plugins. So in this video, my goal is just to highlight some of what I believe to be some of the best plugins available and bring them to your attention. So with that being said, I'm super excited to make this video. Let's get into it. Alright guys, let's get straight into this. So first plugin on the list, Quest Helper. So if you're not familiar with what the Quest Helper is, well, it does exactly what it says on the tin. It helps you do quests. And it doesn't just help you do quests, it babies you through quests. It makes them so trivial. Gone have the days when it's 2007, you load up Rune HQ and you're flicking between paragraphs and paragraphs of text just to figure out what the next step is on the quest. Maybe missing a line and then spending 45 minutes trying to figure out what you missed. Yep, I remember those times. I went through those times and I hated Quest for those reasons. But with Quest Helper, that's all gone. So as you can see in the top left, we've got a notification there for the Final Dawn quest. Well, the game thinks I'm now doing the Final Dawn quest. Spoiler, I'm not. But just as an example here, you can see that it's telling me the requirements of the next step in the quest. And if I go into my bank, what's this? Oh, I can see every section of the quest where I need to bring a certain piece of gear, whether I need to bring a teleport, certain items. Yeah, Quest Helper. Make sure you get it, try it out, see how you feel. This plugin is an absolute game changer, guys. It's 2025. We're not on small screens anymore. Most of us enjoy just playing on a bigger screen. In OSRS, if you play on a bigger screen, typically you put yourself at a disadvantage because you have to drag your mouse further from left to right, up or down. This can cause misclicks and just overall make your reactions really slow. Well, enter stretched mode. You can scale your UI up to about 50%, meaning you can now play on those bigger screens and not be at a disadvantage. This plugin is truly amazing. I want you guys to just look at my screen for a moment while I adjust the resizable scaling. Look at this. Just an absolute game changer. And this can go all the way up to about, I believe, 80%, but I could be wrong. I think it's 70%. And now, if I wanted to misclick, I don't think I could if I tried. So, amazing plugin. Truly great. Hey, does something look a little off? Like, do I look like I'm lagging or anything like that? Maybe the graphics look slightly different? Well, let me tell you about the next plugin we're going to talk about. GPU and animation smoothing. So, let me zoom out a second. Would you look at that? I can't see anything. Well, truth is, this is old school RuneScape. And this is what you see when you don't use the GPU plugin. Now, bear with me a second while I turn it back on. Boom. Instantly. Look at that. Straight different. Everything is so much smoother. But here's the thing. I still can't see too far. Well, let me just go into the settings. And oh my god. Yep. We can see so far. Absolute game changer. If you're a person like me who loves to have the feel of the world loading in from a distance, you have to try out this plugin. I mean, it just speaks words for itself. I don't even need to hype it up anymore. So everyone's heard of Loot Tracker. It's a plugin in RuneLite that's on by default. You kill a monster, it shows up on the tracker. Well, have you heard of Loot Logger? Does exactly the same thing, except it categorizes all of your bosses into one and allows you to essentially replay how you got the drops in the first place, and even shows you the key notables of that boss so that you can sort of see what you're hunting, have you gotten it, how many of them you've gotten. Check it out. It's a really great addition to the loot tracker. So for this next plugin, there's not really too much to talk about. I'm just going to bring it up on screen. As you can see, it is time tracking. So it's a really nice plugin that works alongside your RuneLite. It's turned on by default, but most people won't ever think to click on it. But it is definitely worth mentioning because it helps track farm runs, birdhouse runs. It can even start timers or stopwatches. It's definitely a good plugin to know, so check it out. Ever been watching an OSRS video or live stream and wondered why every tile is highlighted? How your raid member is butterflying Akka? Well, they are most likely following some formation of highlighted tiles. Highlighted tiles have become such a massive advantage in OSRS, allowing you to easily remember where to click when doing activities. This plugin does exactly that. Pick an activity and it will plant the perfect floor tiles that are like well known within the community right there and then. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I've got the tile packs plugin on and I've clicked butterfly Akka. So with that being said, let's take a look at the room. Every single tile perfectly highlighted so that I can now butterfly Akka. Some days you log into RuneScape and you just want to be alone. And that's where this next plugin comes in. Or maybe you're doing a really intensive activity, but everyone's doing it and it's super packed and it's just like kind of a little bit frustrating. Enter Entity Hider. With one click of a button, everybody's gone. Except the Jab Pet, which is fine by me. In fact, that's my Jab Pet. Yeah. He's mine now. The next plugin that's on the list is super self-explanatory, and it is the supply tracker. It is not on by default, but if you're someone who likes to monitor how much supplies you're using and maybe try to minimize costs or see how much you're truly spending on potions, because I won't lie, if you do a lot of necks, you would think it's a lot of money until you realize that you're drinking a hell of a lot of brews. Remember, guys, if you get the dog... Oh, no. No, I thought it was Pet. Come back, little guy. Whoops. There you are. He's a good doggy. All right. So next plugin, Companion Pet. So this one is sick, and this is why it's sick. So you ever summon a thrall and you just get sick and tired of looking at the same colors over and over? And considering thralls are such a massive part of PVM in old school RuneScape, why don't we make them a little bit more fun? So with that being said, look what happens when I summon the meaty thrall. Oh, look at that. It's a Bandos. And if we attack, let's see what he does. Oh, he attacks with the Bandos animation. That is an amazing plugin. You don't need it, but this is a plugin that I think is completely worth sharing, and it's just fun. You can have any boss in the game, and they'll do exactly what you want. So for range, we pick Nightmare, because Nightmare's range attack is awesome. And then for Mage, we gotta pick Nex. Even has the summon animation. I just think it's so cool. Really fun plugin. Try it out. Okay, so this next plugin is a little bit crazy. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna completely change your UI to any theme that you want. So as you can see on screen at the moment, as I scroll down, we can have 2011 RuneScape. We can have brown theme. We could have like some weird Black Knight theme, and we could even have like cozy themes like Cappy Cafe. Like if I click on this, look what happens. It changes everything. Changes the interface, changes the skills tab, makes everything a little bit different, a little bit brighter. Or maybe I want to go for something a little bit darker. Maybe I want to go for dark mode resizable. And everything's dark. This plugin is sick, and I think that not enough people use it, so you should definitely consider it. Hey, have you noticed anything slightly different since the last clip? Well, here's the thing. I turned on the 117 HD plugin, and now as you can see, the game is snowy and HD. Do I need to say more? I mean, just look at this. This is what the 117 HD does. It just makes the game look stunning. Truly transforms it. So if you're a person that likes graphics and visuals, then consider 117 HD. Oh yeah, and just so you're aware, this is what it looks like without. Yeah. So now we're at the bank, and this next plugin is crazy good. So when we open up the bank and we go to the top left here, you can see that there is this new button where it basically adds sections, and these sections are sections that I have personally created. So if I wanted to do a farm run, I can come to this section I've created, and I can see all my teleports, all the saplings that I might want to use. I can customize it fully. I can move things around as I want. And as you can see, it just basically makes everything in one tab. So maybe I wanted to do some Slayer. So I come down to Slayer and I go to Tormented Demons. Well, there's my Tormented Demon loadout. That's what my inventory would look like. That's the gear I would take. Or maybe I want to go and do some construction. This is what I would use for Mahogany Homes. And then I can just copy it exactly as I see it. I can customize it. I can add, remove things. This plugin is amazing. It will save you so much time in every activity. It does take a little while to set up and get used to, but outside of that, it's a 10 out of 10 plugin. Okay, guys, so this next plugin is pretty damn decent. And I'm actually surprised at how many people don't know it works like this. It is on by default, but it's not obvious. So you see this wiki button in the top right underneath my radar? Well, actually, this is a clickable button. And when I click on it, it highlights. And now, if I was to click on anything that maybe I want to find out some information on, or something that I'm not too particularly sure on, and I can't be asked to open up Google and just Google OSRS wiki X thing, well, I can just click on the button, click on the thing, and what that will do is it will load up the web page of the wiki for that monster, give you all the details, give you all the information. Check it out, play around with it, it's on by default, have some fun. And lastly, but not least, the menu entry swapper. This plugin is so good, guys. It is so good that they added it to the official mobile client. Yep, you heard that right. It's so good that they added it to the official mobile client. So what does it do? So when you right click on a guard to go and pickpocket, this is how you would typically do your thieving. You'd have to right click pickpocket, right click pickpocket. Well, what you can do is you can hold shift, right click on a guard. You can see two options now. We can swap the left click or we can swap the shift click. So let's say we wanted to swap the left click to pickpocket. Well, now I can just simply spam click and I don't have to worry about accidentally attacking the guard. Along with this, you can also swap it to walk here. So if I was doing an activity and this guard was really annoying, as you can see, I don't have to worry about clicking on him anymore and attacking him. This is like really useful for some places. Like the first one that springs to mind would be Prifdinus, where you chop in the use and there's like a bunny. Really annoying. So you can just kind of get rid of it by making it walk here. And then if you wanted to reset it, well, you just click reset and now it's back to normal. What's up, guys? I hope you enjoyed the video. That was my OSRS plugin showcase for the year of 2025. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider dropping me a like, consider hitting the subscribe button for more OSRS content, and until next time, I'll catch you in the next video.